Hey you guys, welcome to your mat. We're just going to start in child's pose, so come right on down. Bring your knees to the edges of your mat, your toes touching, walking your hands forward. Letting yourself sink your forearms to the mat, your forehead touches the ground, and begin your Ujjayi breath. Inhale through your nose, letting your stomach expand, maybe even touching your thighs. And as you exhale through your nose, feeling your stomach contract to your spine. Maybe beginning to roll your forehead side to side, just a little grounding, being present on your mat, letting everything else go as much as possible. With an inhale through your nose, pull up to tabletop pose, stacking your shoulders over your palms, your hips over your knees. Maybe take a little rock and roll back and forth and just feel some opening of your torso and your hips. Take a moment here and bring your knees a little farther apart. Inhale your right hand high. Let's take a couple of big circles with our shoulders and maybe switching direction, just opening up your joint a little bit here. Coming back to tabletop pose, inhale your left hand high and take some circles forward. And reversing direction, take some circles backward. Nice and open. We'll meet back in tabletop pose. Get yourself nice and solid. Feel the full force of your full palm and fingers on the mat. Roll your toes under. Pressing into your toes and your hands, pull your knees an inch off the mat. Inhale your right toes off the mat. Really pressing into left foot, right knee to right elbow, and step right foot back. Inhale left knee to left elbow, and exhale left foot back. Inhale right knee to right elbow, and exhale foot back. Inhale left knee to elbow, and exhale back. This time crossing right knee to left elbow and back, and cross left knee to right elbow and back. Right knee to left elbow and back. Left knee to right elbow and back. Inhale up to your downward dog. And exhale heart towards your knees, pressing into your heels and your palms, tightening your kneecaps towards your thighs. Inhale, roll and walk forward to a high plank. Exhale, lower your forearms to the mat. Get nice and solid here, and tip your right fingertips towards the left, tipping hips to the mat, heels to the left, a little supported side plank. Inhale, look up to your raised left hand. Exhale, extend your hand and maybe lifting that left foot off the mat. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, open up. Option for that bottom knee to be on the mat though. Crunch knee to elbow. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, open up. Tip back to your forearm pose. And tipping your left fingers to the right side. Your heels go left. Option for knee to ground. Hip high. Your feet can be staggered or stacked. And pull your right hand forward. Lift your right foot off the mat. And crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crunch. Woo! Knee to elbow. Open up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open up. And tip back to forearm plank. Press your palms to the mat, rising up to high plank. Lower your knees. Kick your heels towards your glutes. Bending elbows, bring chest and chin to mat. Inhale, press into palms to your cobra pose. Press your knees to the mat, your shoulders back. Exhale, toes under, hips high, downward dog. And just breathe your heart towards your knees. Take a couple of breaths here. Press into palms and inhale through your nose, heels high, soften your knees, and tiptoe or walk, hop, whatever you'd like to the front of the mat. Forward fold, grab your opposite elbows and let your body pull towards the mat. Release your neck, release your back, maybe giving yourself a couple of rocks back and forth. Loosening your knees, maybe soften one knee, then the other. Coming to stillness, maybe soften both your knees this time, letting your torso pull towards your thighs. Let your hands come to the mat. Soften your neck. Maybe hands behind your head. Getting a gentle tug, chin towards your heart. Maybe your elbows come back. Bringing your hands behind, your forearms are behind your calves. Maybe cupping your fingertips under your heels and begin to straighten one knee and then the other. Inhale your heart towards the front of the mat. And exhale, pulling your hands into your heels. Pull your heart towards your knee. One more exhale here. Release, soften your knees. Hands come down to the mat. Press into your feet and begin to rise with nice strong stomach to spine. Inhale, hands high to the sky, Tadasana, look high. Exhale, your arms wide in a big old swan dive, hands right down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your hands back and your head forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, runner's lunge, hips low, heart high. Exhale, plant your palms, left foot back, and lower down to your first chaturanga, so low plank. Option knees to mat. Inhale, unroll your toes, upward dog. Pull your knees off the mat, shoulders back. Exhale, roll your toes under, downward dog. Inhale, heels high, knees soft, hop or walk to the front of the mat, and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, root, and rise. Exhale, swan dive all the way forward, strong tummy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, left foot back, runner's lunge, hips low, and your heart high. Exhale, look to the mat, stepping back to your low plank, your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, knees pull high. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, heels high, knees soft, hop or walk to the front of the mat and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa, high to low plank, hop or walk, step, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And hold it here for 3 deep breaths. Try to find your drishti, your focus, maybe picking a word here or a place so you can bring your thoughts that you're focused back to. Last breath. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, slowly open up right knee to right elbow, tap. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, cross right knee to left elbow, tap. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, right foot forward, warrior 1. Step that left foot back, flat heel to the mat. Inhale, high and soften your front knee. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Lower that front knee a little more. Inhale, open up to warrior 2, softening, pulling that right knee back towards the right. Now we're going to turn to the left side of the mat, goddess pose. So turn your toes both 45 degrees. Cactus your arms. With an inhale, pull knees and elbows back. And exhale, slowly turning back to the front. Bent knees, your back foot's on a tiptoe. You're going to bent knee, crescent lunge. Inhale, hands back. Exhale, extend your crescent. Straighten that back leg and extend your arms. Inhale, right back to goddess pose, and we're going to repeat that. Exhale, twist to the front, bent crescent. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, extend your crescent. Inhale, back to goddess. Exhale, back to the front. Inhale, open up. Exhale, extend and cast. Inhale, open up to goddess, hold it here. Exhale, press back. Inhale, back to crescent lunge to the front of the mat. Big opener here, just hold it here. Exhale, hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Lower your hips, lift your heart a little higher. Plant your palms. Look to the mat. Now begin. My right hand's on my fingertips to give me room. Pull your right heel towards your belly button. Your knee pulls towards your chest. Round your shoulder blades. Keep both palms firmly on the mat and kick your right foot underneath your left arm, planting that right pinky edge to the mat. Now we're going to bend our elbows and do 2 push-ups. Lower down, heart towards mat. Inhale high. This is a good one. Exhale low. Inhale high. Hold it here. Press into that right pinky edge of your foot and your palms. Pull your left knee towards your left shoulder, left foot to front of mat. Right foot forward, and we're rising into chair pose. Right up to chair. Inhale, open up to a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. In your twisted chair, we're going to turn the left elbow to the right, hooking it over your right knee. Maybe get a little help if you want. And press palm to palm, trying to bring your thumbs to your heart center towards your sternum and looking up to the right, over your right shoulder. Both knees are trying to be in line. Look to the mat. Press your left foot firmly to the mat. Keeping your left elbow glued to that knee, nothing else moves. Peel your right heel off the mat. Now begin to rise up. Pull that right knee up towards your heart. Still glued, elbow to knee. So strong. Lower slowly back to your twisted chair. Now press right foot into mat. Peel your left heel off the mat. Step left foot back to twisted crescent lunge. Nice. Pressing your thumbs to your heart. Look around your right shoulder. Big inhale here. Option to open up your arms even if you'd like. Big opening. Pressing that left arm into your right knee. Pull right hand high. Look high. Exhale, thumbs back to center if you're open up. Now we're going to open up to 5-point star facing the other direction. So look to mat, press into right foot and open right on up. Toes are to the left. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Hands right below your shoulders. Bring your toes facing the same direction. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn your fingertips towards your heels and walk through your legs for a big hamstring opener. This is where maybe if you're comfortable doing it, you can do a headstand. Just play with this inverted pose, letting the blood flow to your head and opening up your hamstrings or pulling your feet high for a headstand. We'll take 2 more breaths here. No rush. Your eyes are closed or open. Just keep your drishti, your focus. Last breath here. With an inhale, bring your palms underneath your shoulders and soften your knees, press to halfway lift. Look left. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees angle, hands to heart. And we're going to a skandasana. So bend your left knee, right leg straight, right toes pull towards your nose, thumbs to your heart, shoulders back. Now press right into a warrior 2, back of the mat. Opening up. Inhale up an inch. Exhale, lower down. Pull that left knee back towards your left. Inhale, rise up, 5-point star, facing the side. Turn your right toes 12 o'clock, warrior 2, front of the mat. Inhale, rise up here. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip your palm and inhale, peaceful warrior. Breathe into this. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to pull right hand to the front. We're going to half moon. Right hand's about 6 inches in front of your right foot. Soften your left knee and press that left foot off the mat, left hand high. Try to open up your hip. Everything's open towards the left side. Your foot's 12 o'clock if you can. Breathing, and maybe you have the option to bend your left knee, maybe softening your right knee, grabbing that left ankle and opening up your heart. Play with these moves, you guys, whatever feels good. Maybe soften that front knee and right hand to heart. Whatever feels fun. Last breath here. We're going to standing needle, so just bring your left hand down to match your right. Keep your left foot lifted. Try to keep it at an L or lift it even higher towards a needle. Pressing your heart towards your knee. Your hips are in line with each other. Exhale, left foot to the back of the mat. Plant your palms, 3-legged dog. Right foot high to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee into scorpion, stacking your right hip over your left hip. Your shoulders are square. Heart towards knee. Option to stay here or to go to wild thing. So pull your head forward and step your right foot behind your left foot. Plant that foot. Straight left leg, maybe foot to mat. Press into your right foot. Open your hips to the sky. Big open heart. Exhale, look to the mat. Right hand down. You're turning right back to three-legged dog. So kick your right foot high to the sky. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, right foot high to the sky. And right foot forward. We're going to yogi squat. Right foot to the outside of the mat. Left foot outside of the mat. Lower your hips down. Hands to heart. Your toes are 45-degree angle. Nice. Pulling your heart forward towards your thumbs pulling to your heart. Helping your elbows to open up your hips, your knees going wider. Option just to hold this, or we're going to try a little pose here, a Bija Pisa Asana, bringing your toes to 12 o'clock, your fingertips behind your heels. If you like playing in yoga, this is fun. Lift your heels off the mat. Palms come towards the mat. You're making a shelf with your elbows and squeezing your thighs into your shoulders, pressing your hips to sit on your thighs, squeezing with your thighs. Option to cross your feet. We'll rock, rock, rock. We're all going to roll right on back to our glutes. Take 2 rolls back and forth. We'll end up in a seated pose with a bent left knee, our left foot under our right thigh. Pull your right shin towards your body. We're going to cradle it. So my right foot's inside the bend of my elbow. Both elbows are cradling my knee and my foot. Take a couple of rocks back and forth. If you can, come to stillness, facing the front. Pulling your left elbow, this foot elbow, towards your heart. Opening up your hip. Big opener here. Option to stay right here or to soften, whatever you need, or to try a compass pose. Give it a shot, you guys, you never know. This is a compass pose. Opening up. I'm going to grab my left hand is grabbing my pinky edge of my foot. So opposite hand, opposite foot. Right arm is going like putting on my knee like a backpack. So elbow under shoulder and my right arm opens up. Just watch me for a second. Right hand under. Left hand, pinky edge. Opening up. I'm pressing to my right palm, pulling, straightening my right leg. Naturally, it pulls my head to look underneath my left armpit. Big opener. All an incremental process. No, obviously, we're not doing this for anyone else other than ourselves. Finding our new edges. Slowly release and unfurl. Right foot, 12 o'clock. We're going to a stargazer. Left hand back behind your left glute. Bent knee to the mat. Maybe straightening out that right leg, or keep it bent and just round your back. Just a big back opener. Pull your hand to the back of the mat. Round your back. Open up your hips. Exhale, look to the back of the mat. Lifting, pressing into your front right foot. Lift your back knee off the mat. Toes under. Right hand comes under your head. We're coming to high plank. Walk yourself right back. Your hands coming right back to your toes. Just walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk right back to a downward dog. Inhale, right foot high. Exhale, step your right foot behind your left foot. So your pinky toe to pinky toe. Maybe walk them to the center of the mat. Now walk your hands back again towards your toes and just take a moment. Inhale, up an inch. Exhale, release, heart towards your knee. Inhale, rise up back to your fingertips. Lift your heels off the mat and walking around to the right. We're just turning around and face the front of the mat. Forward fold. Root and rise. Right on up to your Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your feet hip width apart. Shoulders back and down your spine. Nice. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Hopper step through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward dog. Vinyasa just means flow. Flow through your flow. Downward dog. Big inhale, heels high. Exhale, heels low. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Try to flatten your back and touch that knee to elbow. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, cross left knee to right elbow. Nice tap. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Press and rise up. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Lower into it with a nice exhale. Flip your palm. Inhale, warrior, peaceful warrior. Stay here as you breathe. Exhale, back up to warrior two. Nice inhale here. And lower. Inhale to your goddess pose in the center. Your toes out, your elbows high and back. And exhale, lower into it. Inhale, pull elbows and knees back. Exhale, turn your gaze and knees towards the front of the mat. Keep knees bent. Left heel off the mat. That bent knee crescent. Hands come high. Inhale. Exhale, straighten back leg and extend your arms. Inhale, back to goddess pose. Knees bent, elbows cactus. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back. Exhale, turn to the front of the mat. Bent knee crescent. Inhale, press and open. Exhale, extend and straighten. Inhale, back to your goddess pose. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, turn last time to the front. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, last time to goddess pose. Bend and press. And exhale all the way around to the front, right into a crescent lunge. Straighten back leg. Inhale, hands high, back bend. Exhale, lean forward to runner's lunge. Hands frame your left foot, lower your hips, knee comes back and high. Look to the mat, tighten your back knee. Now pressing into that right palm, maybe left hand as fingertips, pull your left heel to your belly, knee to your nose. Both hands are flat. Kick your left foot underneath your body towards the right. Pinky edge to the mat. Look to the mat and lower down for one press up. And inhale high. Exhale, lower heart to mat. Inhale high. Last time. Pressing pinky edge to mat. Pull your right knee forward. We're going to chair pose, front of the mat. Left foot forward. Your toes are touching. Little gap between your heels. Inhale, hands high. And lower into your chair. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart and press. Twist your chair. Right elbows on the other side of your left knee. Hook. And pressing your thumbs to your heart. This is strong. Tummy to spine. Keep your drishti, your focus, and your breath. Look over your left shoulder. Great posture. Option to open up your arms. Pressing that elbow into knee. Looking up to your left hand. Exhale, close your thumbs to heart. Twist a little more. Look to the mat. Press into your right foot. You're keeping elbow glued to knee. Peel your left heel off the mat. Inhale, left knee high. Really staying calm and squeezing to center. Lower left foot back down to twisted chair. Inhale, right heel off the mat. Step right foot back to twisted crescent lunge. Inhale, look around your left shoulder. We're going to inhale, look to the mat. Press into your left foot, rise right into 5-point star. Excuse me, puppy. Straighten arms and legs. Exhale, forward fold. Your toes are facing the right. Your hands are under your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift to your fingertips. And exhale, forward fold. Take your left hand, cross under your right, and grab the outside of your right ankle. Inhale, pull your right hand high. Look up high. Exhale, pull on your ankle, heart towards knee. One breath here. Exhale, squeeze. Release right hand down, left hand down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right arm behind left to grab outer left ankle. Inhale, left hand high. Inhale, heart high. Exhale, pulling on your ankle, heart towards knee. Inhale, twist high. Exhale, pull to your knee. Lower left hand down, right hand down underneath your shoulders and halfway lift. Come to your fingertips, flat back, tummy to spine. Look to the back of the mat. We're going Skandasana, so turn your right toes 45 degrees. Starting to bend that knee, bring hands to heart. Pulling shoulders back, pulling front toes towards your nose. Strong. Press right into Warrior Two, back of the mat. So pushing into that foot. Use your hands if you need, and soften into your Warrior Two. Shoulders back and down your spine. Nice. Inhale, half an inch. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise to 5-point star. Straighten legs and arms, facing the left. Front of the mat, Warrior Two. Just soften into it. Inhale, half an inch. Exhale, lower. Flip your palm and peaceful warrior. Left hand over your head. Big inhale in this peaceful. Exhale, begin to look to the front. We're going to half moon. So your left hand's going to come in front of your dog or your foot, 6 inches. Plant that left hand, kicking right foot high, right hand high. Big opener of your hip. If you can look high, maybe turn your right toes high. Exhale, look to mat. We're going to standing needle. Right hand down, right next to your left. Kick that right foot out or high as you can. And exhale, pressing your heart towards your knee. Big inhale here. Exhale, right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, left foot high, three-legged dog. And bend your left knee into a scorpion pose, stacking left hip over right. Stay here or flip into your wild thing. Left foot behind right. Left knee's bent. Right leg is straight. Plant that foot and open your heart to the sky. Hand reaches towards the front. Exhale, look to the mat. Left hand down. Left foot high to the sky. Exhale, left foot forward. We're going back to yogi squat. Right foot forward. They're on the outer edge of your mat. Toes out, heels in. Hands to the heart. Knees are opening. Pressed open by your elbows. And strong here. Look to the mat. Bring your palms flat to the mat. Option to stay here or to come right into your crow pose. You can stay here, opening up, pressing your tummy, your pelvis towards the earth and shoulders back, or press into your palms and rise hips off the mat, or about up 3-4 inches. Toes walk in behind your heels. Press into your toes, heels come off the mat. Knees naturally tip right into your armpit or your upper tricep. Pressing into palms, just see what it feels like if you've never done it before. Press right kneecap in towards your elbow or your armpit. Lift right heel towards glute. Maybe you can press into that right palm and now begin to trust yourself a little more. Lift your left foot off the mat. Heels come towards each other, toes come towards each other again. Lowering slowly back down to your yogi squat. Thumbs towards your heart and open up. We're all going to roll backwards. Excuse me, puppy. We're going to roll back, take 2 rolls. Sharing the mat today with the downward dog. Couple rolls. And we'll meet sitting up with our right knee bent and under our glutes. And left foot we're going to cradle. My left foot is in my right elbow. And my left knee is in my left elbow crease. Pulling, my fingers are crossed if you can. If you can't, it's okay. You do you. Find what you can do. Pulling that right elbow towards my body creates a little more hip opener. A little rocking. Come into stillness and opening up, pulling your shoulders back and down your spine. Now again, guys, option to stay here or to try that compass pose if you want to play. Slowly releasing, bringing my left knee on top of my left shoulder like a backpack-ish. It can be started on the outside, it doesn't matter. Left arm straightening as much as you can, grabbing. I'm on top of my left foot, grasping the pinky edge of my left foot with my right hand and beginning to kick that leg high and forward, pulls my head underneath my right armpit. Big opener. Breathe and pull. It's a dog day afternoon. Slowly release. And we're gonna step our left foot forward, 12 o'clock. Right hand back behind your right glute. We're rising up to that stargazer just to open up our back. Pull your hand back, back, back. Open and your hips forward. Look to the mat. Begin to press into that front foot. Left hand down. Right hand down. Walk your hands right back to your toes. Yes, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, walk right up to downward dog. And inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left foot crosses behind right foot and walk your hands back to your toes. Maybe step to the center. Just hang here for a second. Feel that hamstring opener. Relax your head, no rush. And bringing your fingertips to the mat. Rise your heels off the mat. Walk to the left. Turning around to face the front of the mat. Bring your toes together. Your heels have a gap between them. Knees bent. Rise right up into chair pose. Lower into that chair. Little back bend. Bring your arms back so you can't see them. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands high, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale your fingertips to the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. Lift your heels off the mat, bend your knees. Come down so your hips are parallel to the mat or lower, and try to bring your arms straight forward. Hands high, palms high. Find your drishti, your focus on the wall in front of you. If you can do this, on your tiptoes, go forward, just play and rise on up. Woo-hoo. Yes, shoulders back and down your spine, holding it here on tiptoes. If you can, just try to find stillness. And exhale, slowly bending your knees all the way back down. Lower your heels to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Slowly softening your knees. We're just going to come to a seated pose. Right back to the mat. We're going to go to some glutes. You're going to have to scoot over, my doggy. Coming to a high boat. Palms high. Shins parallel to the mat. Calves parallel to the mat. Shoulders back and down your spine. Just hold this if this is best for you. Or take an inhale here. Maybe straighten your legs. Whatever you like. Exhale to low boat. Hands come to your heart. Inhale to high boat. Knees bent or straight. Tap your right elbow to the right. Inhale, low boat, hands to heart. Exhale, high boat, squeeze left elbow to the left. Look left. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, squeeze high boat to the right. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, squeeze high boat left. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, squeeze right. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, squeeze high boat left. Inhale, high boat or low boat. Hold it here. We're going to crisscross for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower to the mat. Palms high. Find some space with your feet, maybe a little distance between heels. Let your toes tip open outwards. And just take a moment and breathe. We're going to bring our heels right below our sits bones. Bring your palms to the mat, right by your hips. Squeeze those heels a little closer to your sits bones if you can. Pressing palms to mat, pressing forearms, just maybe even just squishing them a little bit underneath your ribs. Press into your heels, your hips go high. Big inhale here. Maybe you want to intertwine your fingers under your back. Now pull your heels towards your glutes. Squeezing against the mat like you're going to squish the mat and rumple it between your glutes and your heels. Inhale, press high. With an exhale, squeeze a little more with your heels. Inhale, press high. Exhale, squeeze a little more. One more inhale, high. Exhale, squeeze a little more. Release your hands and lower hips to the mat. Tick-tock your knees side to side. And one more time with our little bridge pose. Heels behind your sits bones, hands by your sides, palms down. Squish your arms maybe underneath as you lift. With an inhale, your hips off the mat. This time, if you would like this option, press palms to mat. Press left foot to mat and kick right foot high. And we're going to pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold it high. Now straighten that right foot all the way towards the front. Exhale, squeeze high. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze high. Inhale, open up. Squeeze high. 2 more. Inhale, open up. Squeeze high. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze high and lower to the mat. Right foot down. Inhale, hips high. Left foot high. And we're going to pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Press high with an inhale. Exhale, foot hovers to the front. Inhale, high. Exhale, foot lowers and hovers. Inhale, high. Exhale, heel lowers and hovers. Inhale, high. Exhale, lower, hover. Last one, inhale, high. And exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, high. Bend your knee, left foot down, hips to the mat. Inhale your knees to your heart this time if that feels good, or TikTok. Maybe bring your hands around your shins. Give yourself a little hug, rounding your spine. Nose towards your knees. Maybe grab opposite foot with opposite hand. Just a little tighter squeeze. Rolling all over here. Let's release and take a happy baby. So flat back, kick your feet to the sky, bend your knees, and grab your pinky edges of your foot. Pulling on that pinky edge. So your flat foot's still to the sky and knees are pulled down by your ribs. However you do it, maybe your feet are wide, or it doesn't matter. We'll tip-top back and forth, keeping your nose towards the sky, pressing your hips open. Maybe your whole spine's pressed against the mat from tailbone all the way up to your neck, to your head. Now maybe straighten out your left leg and pull that left knee into a little more bend, a little opener. Maybe your right hand comes inside at your arch of your right foot. Pulling it towards the mat, your right foot towards mat. Left knee towards your left ribs. Releasing, bend that right knee again, right hand outside on the pinky edge. And now straightening your left leg, maybe grabbing that inside of your left foot. Pulling that foot towards the mat, right knee towards your right ribs. Just straight down towards the mat. Inhale, release straight up to the sky, arms and toes into your dead bug. Tip fingertips towards each other. Squish your shoulder blades out to the edge of the mat. And just feel a moment of blood flow back to your heart and head. Letting your breath calibrate your heart. Slowly bending your knees. Bring your hands to your knees and just make a couple of big circles with your hips. One direction. Switching directions. We're just going to take a couple of rolls back and forth, and we're rolling right into tabletop pose. However you want to get there, we're going to go up to tabletop and stepping right into a frog hip opener. So your hands are underneath your shoulders again. Your knees are under your hips. Stepping your knees out wide and just opening up your hips. Your arms are still straight or in forearm pose, maybe coming down to forearms now. Your feet right, your hips, your ankles right below your knees, like a number 11, and letting your hips open up and pressing your forearms against the mat and your palms, pushing your hips back. So there's a little hip opener. If you don't feel your hips opening, then adjust. I think you probably are. But if not, maybe this doesn't work for you. Maybe you want to go into a full-on, a half pigeon. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, just give this one a shot. You're in your frog. Lowering hips towards the mat, pressing hips back. Breathe into the discomfort. If there's pain, then I'd like you to acknowledge that and accommodate that moving forward a little bit. If it's just unusual discomfort, try to just breathe through it and make friends with the challenge of a new discomfort. Of course, always remembering that's what we take off the mat. 2 more breaths in this pose. Last inhale here. And an extended long exhale through your nose. Inhale, pressing forward towards the mat, to your tummy. Let your left cheek come to the mat. Your arms come out in cactus. Inhale, your right knee bends and drags up the ground towards your right elbow. Holding here for just a moment. Bring your right palm to the right next to your right ribs, your left palm next to your ribs. Bring your chin to the mat, and we're gonna rise up our shoulders in this bend. Just pressing your shoulders back, letting your left hip relax, that left front hip towards the mat. Lowering back down, tap your forehead, and inhale, roll back up. Option to press into your left palm and bring right palm to the center, sewing your left arm underneath right. We're gonna take a twist. What's happening? Maybe pull that shoulder all the way towards the right. Inhale, right hand opens up across your body towards the right side of the mat. Nice big twist here. Maybe your left hand wants to come on top of your right knee to hold it towards the mat as you look towards your open arm on the right. Opposite side of your bent knee. Three more breaths here. Last breath here. Exhale, beginning to look back around towards the mat. Pressing right knee down, right hand comes back down to mat. Unsew your left arm, come to forearms, your right knee's still bent. Lower your right leg, or straighten out your right leg. Straighten out your body. You're in a Sphinx pose. Press your elbows to the mat, pull your head high, shoulders back and down your spine. Exhale, lower into the mat, tummy down, arms out in cactus, right cheek to the mat, and pull your left knee high. Relax into this pose, bringing your hands next to your ribs, chin to the mat, pull your elbows in and press to this bent knee cobra. Shoulders back and down your spine. Exhale, lower down to tap your forehead gently. Inhale, press back on up. Option to press into that right palm so you can lift your left palm to center and begin to lower your right hip and sew right arm towards the left, under your left arm. Pull your shoulder under and open your left arm out towards the left, looking towards that hand. Maybe your right hand wants to come on top of your left knee, giving a little added help. Three more slow, calm breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Relax your knees, your heart, your glutes. Last inhale here. Big extended exhale. Beginning to turn back to the left side. Left hand down, unsewing your right arm to forearm to the mat, straightening your left leg back right into Sphinx pose, so body towards the mat, pressing your shoulders back and down your spine. Look towards the mat as you exhale, staying in this forearm Sphinx, and begin to press your hips high. Walk your knees forward. You're in a grounded forearm tabletop pose. Bring your knees a little wider. Step your fingertips to the mat. Now we're going to puppy dog pose. So walk your fingertips forward. Hips are over knees. Lowering your forearms, your palms towards the mat. Heart's pressing down and chin is pressing forward. Big shoulder opener. Last breath here, beginning to rise slowly, maybe rounding your back. Walking back to tabletop pose. Walk your hands right back to your knees. Walk your fingertips up your thighs. Inhale your hands high. We're going to go to a camel pose. So your knees may be widen a little. Hands high, look high. Exhale, hands come down behind your low back like they're going to a pretend pocket. And inhale, pull your elbows together, shoulders back, and pushing your hips forward, your chin goes high. Exhale as you hold this hold, maybe bringing your right hand back to your right heel, your left hand to your left heel, whatever works for you. Pulling your body open, shoulders back, chin high. Exhale, slowly rising back up, hands to low back, chin comes to heart, and lower hands back down to the mat. Tabletop pose, inhale to one cow, so tummy to ground, hips and head high. Exhale to cat, rounding your back. We're going to just turn right over into a seated pose, your head towards the front of the mat, feet back, and we're going right on down to a flat back pose. Bring your feet together and tip your knees open to Supta Baddha Konasana. Your palms are wide in a V away from your head. Just take a few breaths here. Your knees are open in like a diamond pose shape with your legs. Maybe bring one hand to heart, one hand to tummy, and just breathe. We're going to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. Whatever you need to do to come to that quiet place, whether it's taking a drink or letting the dogs out. Find some space here. And prepare for your Shavasana. If you find thoughts whirling through your head, that monkey brain we hear of sometimes with yoga, try not to berate yourself or judge. Just observe. And maybe find one thing to focus on, or to even just repeat in your mind the words breathe in, breathe out. I invite you to begin to bring some movement back to your fingers and toes if you would like, where you stay exactly as you are. Maybe you want to turn this off and just spend some good solid time in this quiet, mindful meditation that you've worked so hard to attain. Or I invite you to maybe roll to one side, maybe pulling into a little circle. Maybe your head comes onto your arm, and just give yourself a moment of new birth, like a little newborn baby, curled all up. And then I invite you to press one palm to the mat and rising up to a seated pose, maybe cross-legged. Your hands can rest on your knees, open palms, or thumbs to finger, or maybe palm to knee if that feels better, and just conserve your energy. One deep inhale through your nose and hold it at the top. Inhale a little more and hold that at the top. Now opening your mouth with a big exhale. One more deep inhale all the way up to the top, filling totally up your lungs. And open your mouth, fully emptying out your entire body of air. Inhale, hands to heart center, pressing palm to palm, elbows wide. Exhale, shoulders back and down your spine. Inhale, thumbs to forehead center. And a beautiful exhale here. Closing out our practice, I thank you for your beautiful practice and your deliberate hard work, your quietness, and your meditation. And the light and the love in me honors the light and the love in you. And together we say, Namaste. Beautiful practice. Beautiful practice, you guys.